What is going on, fellow viewer? This is Steampunk J here, coming at you from my humble art studio, and welcome to another speed draw session! Yeah! So first off, how's everyone doing? I hope your days is going great, much better than me, hopefully. Oh, what am I kidding? My day is always great, but I hope everyone out there is doing better. And I hope everyone is doing whatever they can to inspire creativity, whether it's drawing, painting, sculpting, making a shirt, I don't care, even cooking. Cooking is my favorite form of art because the art that you can eat. And what is going on here today? Well, let me tell you something. This is a drawing that I have been holding out for a very long time. And what do I mean by this? Of course, this is a sketch that I had made back in 2017. Wow, this drawing is old. But now that I got me some digital drawing capabilities, I wanted to transform my sketch into a much more complete artwork. And also what is special about this work is that this was actually my very first art commission. Now, here we go. This is a little bit of a YouTube history that I'm throwing out to you. Back when I was starting out my channel, like many eons ago, I actually requested in one of my drawings what one of you, my fellow subscribers, wanted me to draw next. And of course, so one of my fellow followers requested that I do a drawing of what my favorite Pokemon was. So my fellow artist, who goes by the name of Nick, also known as the Chosen One, this is a little wink to all of the amazing photo shoots that we used to do back in college and all the artworks that we used to help each other out with. This goes to Nick, one of my followers on YouTube and also a fellow artist that I also happen to be in college with, who had made this request, or should I say asked me if I could do a drawing based on what Pokemon that I like the most. So Nick McClean, this video goes out to you. I know that it has been years since I've responded, but now this is the time where I'm gonna try and make good on my promises and start keeping up with all the requests that I have. So, and ironically, Nick, he is probably the only one of my followers and also one of the fellow artists that had asked me what I wanted to draw. So this goes out to you, Nick. Thank you so much. So, my favorite Pokemon. Jeez. It would have been a lot easier if we would have stuck with the original 101 Pokemon back in my time, back when things were like sweet and simple. But now we got like, what, like 500, 600, 1,000 different species of Pokemon. So it is so difficult for me to choose. So, and also, I'm not particularly a big follower of Pokemon. Like, there used to be a time where I used to watch all the episodes of Pokemon back in its original glorious heyday, but now that we've got new episodes, new seasons, movies, and so many different types of Pokemon, it is so, wow, difficult for me to choose. But I do remember back when I was young, I used to take a lot of interest in studying insects. Yes, there used to be a time where I used to love bugs and I wasn't afraid to even approach any random spider and just pet it because it was so cute until they bite me and then I realized that they're not cute anymore. But yes, I used to like insects, including social type insects, which include ants, bumblebees, wasps. And I did remember watching Pokemon while Pikachu was always my number one. I had to pick someone or a Pokemon that defined me. So what better Pokemon that defined me was Beedrill. Now, the reason why I say it defined me is because back in those days, I loved bugs and I loved insects, and I especially loved anything that involves social animals. Now, unfortunately, Pokemon didn't have any bugs that resembled an ant. But a bee or a wasp or a hornet was a close second, so I decided to just go with Beedrill instead. And plus, those drills as arms, I thought they were the coolest weapons in Pokemon. Like, I used to be afraid of stings, like from bees and stuff, but imagine having Beedrill just coming at you with those two deadly weapons that could easily drill right in your skull. Like, I used to think that that type of Pokemon in those days was actually the most deadliest compared to the others. And of course I could have just redrew that Pokemon no problem, but instead I said, hey, instead of drawing the Pokemon, why don't I become that Pokemon? So that is basically what this drawing is all about. I'm just drawing myself wearing the different armor and different costumes that define that Beedrill evolution. And speaking of evolution, I am wearing the different parts of the evolution of the Beedrill as different separate parts of the armor. So what I mean by that is that you look at the helmet that I'm wearing on top of my head, and it has the head of a Kakuna, the second evolution. And if you also look at the bottom collar, you kind of notice that there are these two separate drills that look kind of different from the actual Beedrill evolution. Well, it turns out that like years and years later, they actually added another Pokemon that happened to be a much further evolution of Beedrill. That's called, I believe it's a Mega Beedrill. I guess, yeah, I think that's what it's called, a Mega Beedrill. And of course, I had to make sure that I included that final evolution in there. So, yes, so you got the actual Beedrill arms, and you also get the other Mega Drill arms in there as well, including the antenna and the wings. So I pretty much incorporated the entire evolution onto this costume that I have in this drawing. And of course, back in those times, I was experimenting with Adobe Illustrator, and I really love working with this Adobe program Illustrator, because when I actually do outlines of drawings, it looks horrible. I mean, I got really shaky hands. And of course, when you work with Adobe Illustrator, I love how Illustrator actually helps me steady the lines as I'm drawing them out. So all the lines, they look smooth and clean. Like there's not a hint of like any shakiness within the line work. And of course, with Adobe Illustrator, it helps me complete the artwork in a much more clean way. In which case, I've used this little feature in Adobe Illustrator where I draw one side or one half of the drawing, then I copy it, and then flip the image and then put it on the other side so I can actually make the image look complete and whole. There is a word for it. I just always seem to forget the simplest of terminology. But when I'm working with, like, you know, faces, like, you know, facing forward, or I'm working with drawings that have to be equal on both sides, using this program actually makes this a whole lot easier, and it made it so much fun working with it. Like, I just remembered just having so much fun with this drawing, because usually drawings that I used to work on, one half of it would take forever, and now I'm able to make the image look complete and even on both sides of the face. I really had a great time working on this piece right here. And there you have it, a complete drawing of me wearing the armor of my favorite Pokemon, Beedrill. I really enjoyed this drawing, and I hope that all my fellow artists out there that are looking for inspiration, they can take something as simple as taking their favorite Pokemon and wearing some sort of like tribal armor that defines what their favorite Pokemon is. To my fellow artist, Nick McClean, the chosen one, this drawing is for you. Thank you so much for recommending this, and I hope that I will get more art commissions very soon. So I hope you liked this speed drawing session, and if you liked the drawing that I made, then don't forget to leave a like and comment down below. And if you want to see me do more speed drawings in the future, then don't forget to subscribe for more awesome content and hit that notification bell to always stay notified. To all my fellow artists and art fans out there, this is Steampunk J, and always remember to keep on drawing.